Fellow viewers, welcome to another episode of our View on Cry Out TV. I am Theodore Ngumba, your humble host. Today, we'll discuss the disturbing trend of arsons being perpetrated in southern Cameroons by separatist fighters. We'll also briefly analyze the letter addressed to Paul Biya by 9 United States members of Congress. On Monday, December 16th, 2019, Honorable Joseph Mbandam of the Social Democratic Front, SDF, and Vice President of Cameroon's National Assembly woke up to the reality that his residence in Batibo had been maliciously set ablaze by yet-to-be-identified persons. The charred remains of his residence is a reminder that war in southern Cameroons may continue for much longer than many would wish. While the arsonists have not been identified, the evidence is pointing in the direction of secessionist fighters. Honorable Joseph Mbandam has been in the crosshairs of the Amba Boys and their partisans for quite some time. He had refused to step down from the assembly as imposed by the restorationists. He further indicated the ADF of Ayabacho is responsible for the kidnapping of Nijon Frundi, chairman of the Social Democratic Front Party, SDF, most recently. He declared his willingness to participate in the February municipal and legislative elections. He angered his detractors even more when he stated categorically that he will never support secession.
This is federalism for Cameroon and not secession. I will never buy the thesis of the separatists. So whatever they are purporting to reject is their own. I want to see whether the English-speaking population of Cameroon is protected and given their full rights. We of the SDF have always thought that there should be a federation of 2 states, and that will go for restoration of the 1961 situation. With improvements, obviously. We should not say as though the 1961 situation was the best. But that's what we stand for. And this specific status, to my mind, I will want to see whether it gives to me, in a disguised form, the federation for those 2 nations.
Je viens de voir sur le livre préliminaire que d'emblée, le projet de loi précise que les régions du Nord-Ouest et du Sud-Ouest bénéficient d'un statut spécial fondé sur la spécificité linguistique qui s'exprime à travers un système éducatif et un système judiciaire particulier. Qu'est-ce que cela veut dire? Je vois que le texte reconnaît que les anglophones ont un système spécifique éducatif de l'éducation et un système spécifique particulier pour la chose judiciaire. Autrement, ça reconnaît l'existence du common law et de notre système éducatif, qui sont les 2 principaux éléments qui ont été hérités de notre passé. Donc, j'entends voir dedans une spécification qui démontrerait qu'effectivement le Nord-Ouest et le Sud-Ouest sont spécifiques par rapport à ces 2 systèmes et que nous n'aurons plus jamais la question des délégués nommés en tête des communes, des élus. Que nous aurons un gouverneur élu et un conseiller régional élu qui aura le pouvoir législatif à ce niveau. Vous vous rappelez que quand nous sommes rentrés de dialogue, nous avons émis un communiqué de presse qui disait que le modèle québécois était le plus commode pour nous. Nous entendons donc voir la restauration de la chambre des chefs traditionnels qui existait. Donc j'entends voir un fédéralisme déguisé dans le contexte de cette décentralisation. C'est ce que j'entends voir dedans. Je n'ai pas encore lu, mais selon l'exposé des motifs, il y a déjà la tendance vers le traitement spécifique de ces deux régions.
All these actions have earned him the title of enabler and blackleg. It is unfortunate that many in the restorationist camp are expressing their satisfaction with this act, even asking why it took so long for this to happen. The fire did not stop in Batibo at the Mbandam's residence. The residence of Eno Tanjong, former governor and now senator, was equally set on fire in Fortabe village in Manu. He has been labeled as a blackleg for belonging to the Cameroon People's Democratic Movement CPDM and supporting the upcoming municipal and legislative elections. The string of arsons reached Tobin in Kumbo, where property belonging to the SDF mayor Donatus Njong was touched by suspected separatists. The property in question was not his private residence but housed some local businesses. It is noteworthy to mention that Mayor Njong had previously been kidnapped by separatist fighters on October 10, 2018. The above three arsons are a drop in the bucket of what is being called the Ambazonian War against enablers. These are nothing but boneheaded actions that in no way advances the cause for separation. Instead, what you have achieved is showing to the world that you are arsonists, just like the Cameroon military. The same people who claim that it is the Cameroon military that is doing all the burnings are today celebrating what they call a brave and timely action by their fighters. The message you're telling the world is that arson, which is a felonious offense in most countries, will be allowed in southern Cameroons. You are preaching very monstrous kind of dictatorship, wherein nobody will be allowed to disagree with your opinion. That is a Stone Age mentality which must be condemned at all levels. Speaking of the letter addressed to President Paul Biya by Congresswoman Karen Bass and 8 of her colleagues, a few things need to be mentioned. To those who were quick to use this letter as proof that the United States is beginning to recognize separatist groups, the letter talks of non-state actors, which means that the U.S. does not recognize any group yet. They alluded to the atrocities perpetrated by both sides and especially the government. The worsening state of the economy, the situation of refugees and IDPs, and the need for dialogue. Speaking of the situation of schools, they caution that a generation dominated by unskilled labor is being raised. Those who have consistently forced our children away from school should take particular note. It is also widely insane that those who shared this letter as proof that the world is coming to terms with the Cameroon military's atrocities are today championing arson. Anybody who thinks this is a positive development is as bad as a football coach who tells his striker to score against his own team. Pure lunacy. To Mr. Biya, it is only 9 signatures today, but this number, like the countries, may begin to increase. The bottom line is the international community is now recognizing that you have so far failed to win the war or bring peace. Our view is proposed to provide investigative reporting content aimed at presenting the truth to our viewers. If you enjoyed our show, please support us by downloading our app on Play Store and App Store and by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following our social media pages. In the near future, all our investigations will be on our app. We urge you all to download the Cry Out Radio TV app now so you don't miss our next episode. Thank you all for your time and stay tuned.